Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. Pelican Bay Canine is giving it to you the way I always do. Some gonna like it, some ain't. Y'all hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that like button before you get up out of here. Go ahead and hit it right now so you won't forget. To my brothers and sisters to be burning that good sticky. I know you get forgetful. You been that fell asleep while we in the middle of the show. So go ahead and hit that like button right now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit it. Big salute to all the dog lovers from one side of this country to the other side. Like I always say, from one side of the world to the other side. All my people in America, North and South America, all my people in the UK. Big salute to all my people in the UK. All my people in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. Let me see who all my brothers down in the chat. Yes, sir. Big salute to Dickie Foster rocking with me. Yes, sir. Mr. 216. D.E. Parrish, what's going on? What's going on? Man-made, salute to you, man-made. Yes, sir. Get this thing started off today, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight. We got some dog news. We got some more stuff popping off throughout the country. Like I always catch it in the fish net. You know what I'm saying? Got some more stuff popping off, and I'm going to talk about a few things and a few questions some brothers asked me as well, and try not to make it too long, I do want to say salute all the brothers that's entering the competitions over the next couple weeks, months or so, or however it's going. The dog shows, the everything, man, all the competitions. Hold up, let me stop that right there, right in my tracks, and send a big salute out to D.E. Parrish for the 1999 donation to the channel. Appreciate that, big homie. Yes, sir, man. I was saying salute everybody that's going to be in them competitions, no matter what competition, from confirmation show to, anything. Big salute and big shout out to you, man. I'm trying to compete, and I'm at least trying to get in the obedience challenge with the summer rock got going on, and I'm going to try to get in the digital dog show, but I'm not sure, man. I got a lot of things going on around my way right now, so I got to handle one thing at a time. And do what I gotta do it. I'm gonna try to keep my videos going where I can stay in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But don't think I'm not thinking about doing my videos or not trying to keep things rolling. I just got other things going on right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And like I said, I got Marino. I'm gonna probably put him in an obedience challenge. We might just go out there and do some obedience stuff. I haven't trained him in over a year, so when I do the video, I'm gonna have them. It'll be uncut, raw, no e-collar, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do it. However it turn out, it turn out. But yeah, man. So I'll be doing more lives in the next couple weeks because I don't really got time to be doing the editing and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Tony M, what's going on? Snowman, what's going on with you? Salute to y'all brothers dropping in with me. I appreciate everybody, man, that was rocking and listening to the story I dropped earlier. That was a story I started some years back. And, I say, let me go ahead and drop it up here. And shit, I'm going to go ahead and finish part 2. I'll do part 2, which will, be several chapters. It'll come out next month. And then part 3 and part 4. So it end up out, the whole thing will end up out by the summertime, But yeah, man, just trying to do something different, man. Keep this thing rolling. Keep this thing going, man. Like I always do. And like I say, big salute to Samurai Kennel with the Digital Dog Show, the Obedience Challenge, and big salute to Down South Bottom Kennels with the Dog Show in May 18th down in Louisiana. And big salute to all the brothers that's gonna be performing, judging, just hanging out. with the brothers that evening or those days. So shout out to all y'all boys, man. Now, one brother I seen, I'm just strolling through Facebook. I ain't really been up there too much. I was strolling through. I seen one brother ask, what happened to all the great white dogs, man? Why it seemed like brothers stopped breeding all the great white dogs? Do we got something against the white dogs or something? I know we don't think they less gamer than the other dogs. With me, I don't got nothing against the white dogs. The only thing I know, the white just show up just as bad as the black do, far as marks and stuff like that. I'm not even talking about doing nothing illegal. I'm just talking about any type of marks. Them black dogs, they show up, and that white show up real bad too. But his question made sense, because I was wondering, why don't anybody really breed the white dogs? And I know that we have had some phenomenal all white dogs. Why haven't anybody been breeding down from the dogs to try to get dogs that look exactly like that dog, which is all white? We would have had a line of dogs that's coming down off all white stuff, not cow patch dogs, but all white. All white. Michael Montgomery, what's going on, big homie? Glad you came in the house tonight, man. Appreciate that. Just starting this thing off. We got some dog talk, dog news. I got some breaking. I always keep some breaking news, because I ain't the one to gossip, but I keep my ears to the streets to hear what's going on. And I got that news. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I bring it a little inaccurate, but I gotta bring it, let you decipher it how you gotta decipher it. We done heard news on the CNN and Fox and everything already before that wasn't accurate worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? So don't be bitching at me about not being perfect about some information. I'm just getting it from my CNN satellites from outer space. You know what I'm saying? But what's up with the white dogs, man? What a good white dogs at? Modern day time, I'm talking about good conformation white dogs, good acting white dogs, red nose, black nose, but no cow patch. Cow patch is cheating. I don't consider that a white dog unless it's like one little spot over his eye, something maybe at the most. But what are good white dogs? We can easily find some good black dogs. We can easily find good every color dog solid. But it's harder to find some solid color white dogs. I know everybody ain't thinking the same exact thing when it comes to a white dog. Or has the white dog become rare? The true game white dog become rare to the point where the value goes up on them. You get one all white, just like the other colors, but it's just all white. The value will go up on them dogs. I can only assume. Shit. Any dog you can't get readily, whenever you want it, the value got to be up higher than the dog you can get any second. Shout out to all my South Carolina, all my Georgia people out there, man, rocking with us tonight. Just getting logged in. We got some news to talk about, like I always say, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I will say now, and a lot of my older brothers know this, they can vouch for this. What are the difference between this newer generation and the older generation? We all know is the pedigrees, how brothers stress the pedigrees, right? But to let you know that brothers didn't stress the pedigrees back in them days the way they do now, you got brothers who look at these papers, look at these dogs now, and they realizing what they had back then. They like, damn, I never really paid attention to the papers. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted a bulldog. Now, 30 years later, I realized I had a son of Jeep or a daughter of Jeep or something like that. I really wasn't focused on the papers like that. It wasn't that you didn't know who Jeep was. It's just that you was more focused on the dog. Especially the internet wasn't no super pumping, none of that type of stuff back then like that. We talking AOL time frame, time and era. So shit, I don't know, man. I know it's a lot of brothers gonna say, oh yeah, I had a dog off of Chinaman. I had a dog off a yellow, but I ain't even knew I had a dog off a Chinaman or yellow. You know what I'm saying? Until modern day time, last week or a month ago. Oh shit, man! I ain't gonna lie to you. All them dogs we got from Town Garden, I didn't realize how close. I always knew they was coming off of his the Spike dog, the Chinaman stuff, and this and that. But I didn't take the value. I didn't value what what we was getting. That's how I should. That's how I should say it. You don't value what you got until you actually sit down and you ain't got it no more. And now you're buying third and fourth and fifth and sixth generation dogs coming down off the stuff that you done had coming off first generation. So now you like, oh shit, man, I had that damn dogs coming directly off Spike. Now I'm buying dogs Spike in the fifth generation. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you start really realizing the stuff that you had, and realizing, that's why they call it the good old days. When you worry about the dog that you had, and 9 times out of 10, you end up with a good dog by the time your searching was over. Because by the time you're searching over now, you search that pedigree. You know what I'm saying? And when you're satisfied with where that pedigree look and how the dog look physically, then you stop looking. See, back then, we was looking how the dog was acting, acting, and how he was handling himself. It was no way to shine on Facebook, shine on YouTube, and like. Only way you can shine was get your rocks off. You know what I'm saying? And it just was what it was. As far as the way we was talking about, as far as back in the days, like that, Yeah, man. Big salute out to Jay's Moonlight in the building. Yes, sir. Jay's Moonlight, what's going on with you, homie? Michael Montgomery. Iron Mike. The boy say you from Macon. Salute to the whole, like I say, salute all of my Georgia folk, all of my Florida folk, Mississippi, Louisiana, New York City, New Jersey, Maryland, VA, North Carolina. Everybody, man. Everybody. All right, let's keep this thing rolling, man, because we're going to get into that news in a minute. You know what I'm saying? In case a brother want to turn the channel off, I got to make sure he get this news in his head before he go out there and make the wrong move, All right, let's see. One brother say, what's the difference between, brothers talking about junkyard dogs, A junkyard dog, let me tell y'all what the difference between a junkyard dog and a well-temperament dog. It don't matter what the breed is, especially when we talk about training. Junkyard dog is a dog that can't be controlled, one that lunges out at any given time for no apparent reason at anybody. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no difference. It's always kill, 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 go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? For no apparent reason. You really can't, you can control them, but you can't control them. A well-temperament dog only reacts when, he's warranted to. So if nobody's bothering you or nobody's messing with you, there's no reason for him to attack anybody. People should be able to walk around him, move all around him in all sorts of manners, if he's a well-temperamented dog, and he has to be trained as well, because even if the dog well-temperamented, he's not trained, you can't just walk around nobody who got working dog that you ain't been around yet like that. Everybody got to have their dog trained one way or another. And I look forward to seeing the brothers in the obedience challenge. Looking forward to seeing how these dogs doing and what these brothers coming to the table with. For a lot of brothers that may hear me say, these pedigrees don't matter. See, this is what I want you to understand. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to tell you, pedigrees don't matter all day long, because they don't. But when I say that, don't think that I'm saying that because my dogs don't got pedigrees, because all my brothers who rock with me all the time, they already know my dogs got pedigrees. I'm talking to folks just jumping on and just catching on what we be talking about sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Don't think I'm just saying that because I don't got no pedigrees. I got top echelon pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? I just want my brothers and sisters to rely on what they got in their yard instead of what that other man bred. Only rely on it to the point where, from what you got it from, but not where he got it from and where he got it from and the next man. All you can do is look at that Go for what a dog you got in your yard and work off the traits that you got right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got so many breeding secrets when it comes to their dogs. They breeding on the yards. Honestly, man, you never know. I mean, you never gonna figure out what some kennels and what some brothers is breeding to these dogs and make them do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Even if the brother ever go out with some dogs, they may never tell you. Even if a brother breed a dang on bulldog with his stuff, they may never tell you. Some of them old school bulldog brothers may know that maybe this staff or maybe this bulldog make pit bulls better than we ever seen them before in our life. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they ain't gonna tell you. They'll tell you a certain amount, but they ain't gonna tell you everything about what's going on with their program. You know what I'm saying? And hey, it just is what it is, man. Everybody got their own sauce. It always was like that, and it's gonna always be like that when it's always competition. You know what I'm saying? Anything brothers competing in, far as objects, motorcycles, cars, this and that. You telling brothers what you got under your engine, but you ain't telling him everything. You ain't telling them how much nitro you got shooting in over here in this bike, and how you got it broke down. You ain't telling them everything about it. You just telling them certain things, and that's just the way it is, man. Shit, that's the way it is. Big salute out to my brothers in the chat. Big salute out to my brothers in the chat. Let's see here, man. We're going to talk a little bit about them walk Big John dogs too. Not too much, but just something about, some of the Fletcher stuff, because I had a brother ask me a question about Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about this before I get into that Big John stuff. Let me show you. All right. I seen a brother on Facebook post this picture right here. I didn't read all the questions. I didn't even read the whole breakdown of the situation. But he posted that picture right there. Let me take that comment up out there so you can see the whole thing. Okay, he posted that dog right there. Now, my thing is, the reason why I gravitated to this picture is because y'all remember Ace that I was training. All right. He looked just like that dog there did in the face. I had the pictures of Ace, but I lost them out my phone just that fast. Ace owner them sent me the pictures just a couple days ago because I wanted to show y'all how Ace had looked during that time. I just lost them just that fast, being careless with my phone. But anyway, the spots and stuff on this dog in the face part. I'm not talking about the back part. I'm talking about the facial area. One would think, one with a unprofessional eye would think most of them is fighting scars. But Ace, the same exact thing happened to that dog Ace that we had. You know what I'm saying? Legion Fury 13, salute to your fam, and big salute for the $9.99 donation to the channel, man. Big salute out to you, Blue. Big salute out to you, Blue. Big Scratch TV, salute out to you. But yeah, man, Ace had that same. It was like little spots about the size of a pencil eraser. Not even quite big as dimes and quarters and stuff. They start out about the size of pencil erasers, and they be all over the dog. See, all my dog people was telling me, oh, it was flea mites, hay mites, all this type of stuff. Nah, man. I'm not gonna say it couldn't have came from the hay mites, but when we took them to the vet, it wasn't hay mites. They were saying, until I talked to the Ace owners again, all they were saying is, the dog was filled with bacteria on the inside of his body. So the stuff that we would give a dog, as far as like I gave him new stock, and I gave him some more stuff for the dog's skin when they first. Now see, look, outside of that dog back, I ain't talking about the back. Just forget the back. Y'all remember how pretty Ace was looking? Man, the day I was supposed to take Ace back, Ace's face was looking not quite that bad, but it was like more fresh. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, what the heck? And all this happened in a matter of one day. And I'm talking about, they took him to the vet. They was giving him medicine. Make a long story short, you got to work from the inside. Antibiotics start killing the bacteria, getting rid of the bacteria. It wasn't no kind of like no skin mites or no kind of burning oil situation where you could put the burning oil and all that on. You know what I'm saying? Jay's Moonlight made a suggestion right here. I'm about to put it up on the screen, Jay's, while I'm talking, so I won't forget it. But yeah, it wasn't no mics or none of that. And they've been checking and taking them back to the vet. And the vet gonna charge you that big bread to take them there over and over and over. And they prescribing antibiotics. And guess what, bros and sisters? You can't get that fish flakes off the shelves hardly nowhere. If you can get it, get your fish flakes and your fish mocks and all that. Get it like we told y'all a while back. If you know where it's at, you better get it. You can't find it on the shelves. And you ain't getting that penicillin. They're trying to take all the antibiotics from us. We're going to have to do some research to find natural antibiotics. What we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get smart on these fools. They want to take that medicine away. The same way my native brothers and sisters using them natural herbs for healing, we going to start finding some natural herbs for this worming and all this other stuff. We're going to cut their ass out. They're trying to send us to these vets. We're going to figure out a way to stay natural like we've been doing. We've been doing it at home for all these years. We're going to still do it. We're just going to figure out a way to cut them out since they're trying to cut us out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like, it's some kind of bacteria that you got to kill from the inside. I think the fish mocks will work, but the medicine they gave me some names to it. I don't have the names right now, but I'm quite sure, all your strongest antibiotics for bacteria in the body may work for that type of situation. And then your sulfur and stuff will work. Because see this dog right here, this is old. He's healing up. He's in his healing up stage right there. Salute to you, John Denbury. Salute to you. That dog there is in heal up stage. And on his back right there, that's not bad because it's not red. It's white. That's good. If I seen that like that, that's good. It's gonna heal up. We get our sulfur and stuff on that. That's a healing up, dried out stage. As long as it's not red and pussy looking and all that type of stuff, you good. Everything on his face looking white. He don't got no real fresh red marks on his face and none of that. You know what I'm saying? So he can really use the sulfur on his skin on the just to help on the outside because he is in healing stage. But I was just making a statement because it caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? And everybody I asked, they said it was hay mites. And it didn't come back to hay mites. So it means it's kind of like some unknown of shit type of shit that goes on with these pit bulls. And like Jay's Moonlight said right here, the diet inherited on a skin disease or mites. Okay, now the diet, now we're going to start with that. I can believe that because certain things dogs eat might subject them to a lower or higher immune system. You know what I'm saying? Could be allergic to certain things. Certain foods could be, we have a recall on it that we don't know about. And our dog system just don't take to it. You know what I'm saying? Inherited skin disease, another one. Bulldogs bad at that. When I say bulldogs, I'm talking about every bulldog on this planet. Far as bullies, pit bulls, pocket pits, all y'all come from the same damn bulldog at the end of the damn day. Bulldogs have skin problems, or they can have skin problems more than your average dog. You know what I'm saying? And it just hot spots and stuff like that. They was known to happen back in the days, but I didn't see nothing like the dog Ace had on him. You know what I'm saying? They was just Ace looked like he was shot with a shotgun with bird shots from about 20 feet away. Give it time enough to spread a little bit, sawed off shotgun, give it time enough to spread a little bit. And it looked like his whole body was just a spread with bird shots. And then over the days, it grew into little dime-sized pieces. And he gonna get irritated and he starts scratching it and stuff like that and make it look worse. But as they start going to the vet was checking it and they was drying it out, keeping it dried out for him. And they was washing it with shampoo, medicated type shampoo the vet prescribed for him. Keeping it dried out, keeping it clean. And last time I looked, Ace is looking damn good. Coming back, and we're going to have some more videos with Ace on it coming soon before I even start back any kind of training or anything, just because I got to get Ace back up here because, Ace was the man, and all of a sudden, he had his little epidemic thing going on. So I'm going to get him back up here, as soon as he get his thing back together. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the brothers that dropped down in the chat. Arrowhead, what's going on? Salute to the brothers, man. I'm going to talk a little bit about that Big John, Little John stuff, man. Not too much, just a little bit. Let me see what I can find here. all right. I'm gonna tell you why I got on this subject because one brother asked me, Fletcher or JD Hall, which one is the better dog? Pound for pound, which one the better dog? You know, and the way I had to answer that one, man. Brother Lee Pierce asked me. Salute to your brother Lee Pierce. With the question, JD Hall versus Fletcher, who wins? And he said, be fair. And I'm gonna be fair. JD, he's too big for Fletcher to compete on certain levels. But I'm gonna be fair with it. Fletcher he a 45 pounder. JD at condition weight is 55 pounds. All right, Fletcher, he 45 pounds. And condition, JD, he 55 condition. So any given time, he could bounce between 60 to 55 pounds and his reels be showing. He just got big bones that's going to always have him at least 50-some pounds, even when he looks skinny. Fletcher a rear end. Fletcher love the rear end. He a rear end style, JD a shoulder rib cage style. JD off a line bred down off Red Boy Jocko Bolio dogs. When Fletcher come from one family of dogs. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the traits, being that Fletcher come off one family, I can pinpoint his traits easier than I can pinpoint JD traits. JD might throw something that look like Blondie this litter. He might throw something that look like the Chico Damien dog one litter. He might throw the stuff that look like City Boy Connor or Red Lady one litter. It just depends because they all from Red Boy Jocko Bolio, but it's different, families. You know what I'm saying? So I can pinpoint when it comes to Fletcher more easily because he coming from one line of dogs. JD has bigger bones than Fletcher has, which may come from Fletcher being bred so tightly. The more tightly you breed them dogs over years and years, you start losing certain things. When you start off with the big baseball bat bones like Big John, 2023, you end up with smaller bone dogs. Even when it comes to Barracuda, who has more yellow in him than a lot of yellow grandsons. Fletcher has the Mayfield blood in him, more Mayfield blood in him than JD has. More Mayfield blood in him than a lot of dogs. A lot, and the brothers who got that stuff coming down off that Big John, Little John stuff, they dogs got a lot more Mayfield stuff in them than a lot of, especially Red Boy Jocko dogs. And like I said before, it's due to the fact of Jocko, Argo, which is Jocko little mate brother, and Apples. And Jocko, if you look at the dog, Walkamo's Ace, he was a Red Boy Jocko dog, but he didn't have any yellow in him. And he was coming off the main dogs. So you talking about Yellow John, Jocko inbreeding back to his offspring, Jocko 2, 1, 3, Junior, this and that, and this and that. These dogs. So we got heavy Mayfield, heavy Chavis, Jocko off that whole litter. Just we was gonna claim that whole litter, into that Fletcher side. Let's see. But all in all, man, both dogs got their pros, both dogs got their cons. When it comes to Fletcher, he can't take as much inbreeding as JD can take at this point right now because of his past. I wouldn't try to go another 20 years inbreeding Fletcher without crossing him out. When I could take JD for a while, I can inbreed JD for a minute because his family is not crossed in tight like that. So I can run him for a while. You know what I'm saying? Brother, daddy to daughter, daddy, different ways. I could cross that down for a while because it wasn't heavily inbred compared to how Fletcher is. Like I said, though, you got your pros and your cons when it comes to both of them. Like both of them the same. I don't treat neither one of them no different. Any brother who want to go at one instead of going with the other one, I think both dogs, like I say, do great far as breeding with any specific line, but when it comes to breeding to any line, Fletcher gonna rank over JD Hogg with that because of the inbreeding. You know what I'm saying? And the consistency of getting great dogs coming down off other great dogs coming down off other great dogs over a period of time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about YouTube talk, or Facebook talk. We're just talking about chitlin circuit talk. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, that stuff coming down off the Damien stuff and the Lynch and all them great dogs, great dogs. But their names weren't popping as long as that Big Giant stuff was. You know what I'm saying? And it's no use to lie about it, But that don't got nothing to do with the dog that's in my yard. Like I said before, a history is a history, and it's great to talk about them in them pedigrees. But I put that collar on that piece of paper and take him out there with that leash on and throw him in the yard, he just gonna flop. He ain't gonna do nothing, Take that dog out there without that paper at all, it's gonna be jumping off with him. But yeah, man, I got a few people up in this thing now. Let me see, get this thing loaded up. We're gonna talk about. Oh, I got an update, man. I got an update on the DC shoot. Remember I told y'all the guy got the dogs, took the 31 dogs in DC and shot the police, shot the 3 police officers. Okay, I got y'all. That's gonna be the start of this news stuff real quick. We got an update on that. You know what I'm saying? They got some video from the actual raid, And I'm gonna get back to that Big John stuff too, because I ain't finished with it. I ain't really get deep into it. But I want to get y'all into this news. Let me see. Let me find it here. All right. Yeah, here we go. We got some footage from that DC shooting when the 3 police got shot, executing the warrant for the animal cruelty, suspected animal cruelty. The one that said that they were certain that the dogs weren't used for dog fighting. But here go update right here.
And new video tonight of this week's hours-long standoff in Southeast D.C. You can see the officers sneaking around this house after they say the man inside, wanted for animal cruelty, refused to come out and then opened fire. 7 News on your sides. Christian Flores digging into court documents and breaks down the timeline of events that led up to the man's arrest.
The house at the center of Wednesday's hours-long standoff is now completely boarded up. In fact, you can actually see all of this shattered glass down here on the stoop. We also spoke with one neighbor who says she knew the suspect and she's stunned to learn what happened behind these walls.
I see this man every day. I greet him every day. He greets me every day.
Tammy Alexander is still in disbelief of what her neighbor, Stephen Radigan, is accused of. The animal cruelty arrest warrant MPD officers were trying to serve before being shot Wednesday reveals an animal control officer responded to a call for animal neglect last month and noticed a strong stench. Just days later, they received another call from a neighbor who shared a video dating back to April showing Radigan punching a dog several times.
I watch him put the dogs in his car, take them to the park, do different things with them. So that was extremely surprising when I heard that.
Officers removed 31 dogs from Radigan's home.
We all thought it was just 10. He literally brings the dogs out, as you can see from behind me. I have a clear shot of his backyard.
Fast forward to Wednesday, with new video from Alexander's backyard camera capturing the moments MPD officers ran towards Radigan's home just minutes after he's accused of shooting at officers. Radigan's arrest hours later has revealed even more about him. For instance, that's not the only name he has gone by. He told arresting officers his name was Julius James. In fact, that name appears in court documents and the animal cruelty arrest warrant, and it's even the name by which his landlord knew him.
I never went to him and asked his name. He's only been here for a few years.
As for the shooting itself,
oh my God, I said that's not a good outcome.
Court documents reveal 3 officers were shot in the lower left leg, with one of them also suffering a graze wound to their left arm.
God bless those officers and thank God for your healing. And I'm also very, very grateful that you didn't take this man's life because of a mistake.
In Southeast D.C., Christian Flores, 7 News.
Okay. Now, that's the DC update. Now, we got some breaking news. CNN satellites out of space. I got to go ahead and give it to you, man. You know what I'm saying? My CNN satellites tell me 14 arrests been made from a dog fight that happened in 2022. From what it sounds like to me, brothers got away. Brothers got away from the scene. But boy, they just served some indictments over the past couple days. Multi-state indictments, multi-dog fighting ring bus, multi-state dog fighting ring bus. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the video. I'm gonna let y'all hear it from a couple different angles. You know what I'm saying? We got 14 people. Hey, I tell y'all, man, it's a wicked damn game out there. I don't know what you see that I don't see, but damn, boy, I tell you what, if y'all out there in that game, you better start doing the news. Even if you don't watch my news, just do your own little news investigative thing or whatever, and that's gonna let you see like the weather. Like you go check the weather before you go out. You better check the dog news before you go out, cause damn, boy, 14 indictments from DC. DC, one of the main places, boy. I ain't gonna lie, DC been ringing off since the old department man got busted. DC been ringing off a little bit before him and hellified after him. DC, Georgia, they went pick some brothers, locked some brothers up in Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Texas, I think. You know, I'm about to let y'all listen to it though. You know, where I give it to you, man, CNN satellites out of space. I got one video right here, a little short clip. Then I'm gonna let y'all listen to another one. Then I got a response from the Humane Society. I'm gonna let y'all check that out too. You know what I'm saying? But check this out first.
This morning, a Wiregrass man is behind bars after authorities say he was involved in a dogfighting incident. According to the U.S. Public Affairs, authorities arrested Terrence Davis from Pansy in 2022. He was one of 14 arrests made during a dogfighting bust in Donaldson, Georgia, where officials say a large-scale dogfighting event was held. According to an indictment filed, Davis was one of 6 men who brought dogs to the fight. If convicted, Davis could face 5 years in prison, along with a $250,000 fine per count of animal fighting charges. During the bust, authorities were able to rescue 27 dogs and then another 51 following the operation.
All right, now.
Authorities earlier this week arrested and charged 14 men from Florida, Georgia, and Alabama in connection with a large-scale dog-fighting event that took place 2 years ago. In April 2022, the suspects converged at a Georgia property for a series of dog-fighting matches. Law enforcement rescued 27 dogs that day, along with an additional 51 canines this week in connection with other arrests. Men from Florida, Georgia, and Alabama arrested for 2022 dog-fighting event participation, according to WFLA 8 News. Law enforcement disrupted the dog-fighting event and discovered multiple dogs kept inside crates in cars parked on the property. In a press release, the U.S. Department of Justice stated the suspects used their vehicles to hold dogs who had already fought, as well as those awaiting their turn. Investigation into the case is ongoing. If convicted, each suspect will face a maximum 5-year prison sentence. Additionally, they'll each face a $250,000 fine for every count of animal fighting charges. Under federal law, it's illegal to fight dogs or participate as a spectator in a dog fighting event. Moreover, the law prohibits the training, transporting, selling, purchasing, delivering, or keeping of dogs for dog fighting purposes. Animal Wellness Action President Wayne Pacell commended authorities for the arrests made this week. In a statement, he shared, "We applaud the law enforcement officers who disrupted this criminal dog fighting ring. State and federal agencies are increasingly treating dog fighting crimes with the seriousness they deserve." Currently, Animal Wellness Action is campaigning for the implementation of the FIGHT Act, short for the Fighting Inhumane Gambling and High-Risk Trafficking Act. This proposed bill seeks to strengthen the protection of animal welfare. A group of 14 men were charged with a major dog fighting event, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Court documents said the large-scale event happened on a private property in Donaldsonville in April 2022. A total of 24 dogs were brought to the area for a weekend series of matches. A total of 27 dogs were rescued from the event, and another 51 in conjunction with the arrests. Dogs were found in crates on the property. The following men were charged in connection with the event: 47-year-old Tamachiel Elijah of Donaldsonville, Georgia; 52-year-old Marvin Pulley III of Donaldsonville and Jakin, Georgia. 41-year-old Brandon Baker of Panama City, Florida. 37-year-old Christopher Travis Beaumont of Panama City, Florida. 56-year-old Herman Buggs Jr. of Donaldsonville, Georgia. 45-year-old Terrence Davis of Pansy, Alabama. 26-year-old Timothy Freeman of Bainbridge, Georgia. 34-year-old Terrell Ganzi of Panama City, Florida. 66-year-old Gary Hopkins of Donaldsonville, Georgia. 39-year-old Cornelius Johnson of Panama City, Florida. 43-year-old Rodriguez Kimball of Donaldsonville, Georgia. 41-year-old Donna Metric Miller of Donaldsonville, Georgia. 43-year-old Willie Russell of Blakely, Georgia. And 36-year-old Frederick White of Panama City, Florida. Elijah allegedly hosted the event and Pulley was the main organizer, according to the GBI.
Hey, it is what it is. We about to look at the Humane Society video in a minute. Not Humane Society, but one of their representatives speaking on that particular incident. But I'm going to speak on that, before we watch that. 14 arrests. Some of them probably was made a while back, but they made a lot of them over this past few days. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about from a 2022 show that brothers got away from, thought they got away from. And them boys show back up like you ride them. You know how you can ride past them traffic lights and them things take tickets of your thing. They send that shit to your mail, your traffic ticket. It sent them indictments, except they sent men with them. They ain't sent them in the mail. They sent some men with them. You know what I'm saying? A dog thing deep, man. You mean to tell me to have a champion is more important right now? The feeling of having a champion is more important right now than brothers getting together, doing the right things with these dogs, making real money, making legitimate money, having fun, doing that shit how the bullet boys do it, car show style every time you have your damn dog show. You know what I'm saying? Damn near like a car show. People having fun. It's more, let me tell you, man, from having a dog that kicked ass already, you don't waste your damn 10, 15 years on it in this modern day time, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste it. If you got a good thing going, keep that good thing going, man. Whatever it is, however it's going, but, just you the same way I said, and I tell any brother, how can I argue with any of you fools about a dog rolling, right? When I know for a fact I can never have a dog right about now, after being on YouTube the way I'm on YouTube, after being on social media like I'm on social media, I know I can never have a dog and make grand champion without somebody around that box calling the fucking police on me. You know what I'm saying? I already know that. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? I could probably get 1 win off, 2 win off. Before I make champion, before I make grand champion, the police and I will have to run. I already know that. So why put myself in that situation? You know what I'm saying? Why put anybody else in the situation to have to do that? Hey, City Boy and the rest of it, I think, I want to say Arrowhead, might be Arrowhead. I think y'all down there, if you went, salute to them brothers down there at the dog show, man. Hey, salute to them brothers doing what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all brothers, there's a lot of stuff I want to do right now, man. And on the competition level, I can't get to it because I got a lot of stuff going on my end. I'm just trying to keep my head above water. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm going to keep that thing scratching, keep that thing going, But like I say, salute to them brothers down there at that dog show down there in Florida this week. Hold up, man. That thing in Mississippi. That thing in Mississippi, I want to say. You know what I'm saying? But salute to them brothers down there. It might be one in Florida and Mississippi. I don't know. But salute everybody in all the dog shows, no matter what state you're in, man. Because we ain't catching all the states with all the dogs. And you want to represent and talk about your dog tonight, man, I'll drop the link down in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about your dog. I don't care what breed it is. Enlighten us on what your breed is or what kind of dog you got in case we don't know. Because we don't know about a lot of stuff. We say stuff, that be wrong about a lot of breeds all the time. You know what I'm saying? Enlighten us on some of these breeds so brothers won't say the wrong things. That's what we do with the pit bulls. We all us brothers on these dog shows, we get up here and we make sure anybody who don't got pit bulls don't be saying no incorrect stuff when it comes to our dang on dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we all do. We make sure they correct when it comes to our dogs. So anybody else who got a breed of dog or anything, even if you got a pet or whatever, you want to talk about your pet, you know, it ain't got to be no game dog or whatever. However, man, we represent for all the dog lovers, dog breeders. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all got our own specific thing we running, our own specific game we playing. But at the end of the day, you know, we all play the game. We all do the same thing. We feed our dogs and we give them water and we take care of them, no matter what breed of dog it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we all in the same boat, man. We all in the same boat. You know, I'm about to show what, you know, before I get off that, I'm going to show what the Humane Society talking about. Because we got, you know, them boys hitting from state to state. They was up in Indiana in the last year, early part of this year. And now they hitting down south again. They stayed in Maryland. That DMV, boy, that DMV been hot. Just as hot as them Carolina Classic boys. I'm telling you right now, on the East Coast, the two hottest names I've been hearing over the past year, the DMV and that damn shit that was happening during the Carolinas. Then that's just my opinion as a journalist. You know, it ain't facts. I'm just giving my opinion. But let's get on into this video right here. Listen to this man right here talk.
By Wayne Pacelli. He is the president of Animal Wellness Action. They're a group that is trying to protect animals through federal, state, and local legislation. Wayne, you took note of the big dogfighting indictments in Southwest Georgia yesterday. Tell me about what your thoughts were on that.
Well, dogfighting is a barbaric activity, obviously terrible for the dogs, but it's often associated with a wide range of other crimes: illegal gambling, narcotics traffic, human-on-human violence. It's not the first case in Southwest Georgia. You know, I was on a case a number of years ago that stretched into Georgia from Alabama, extended to Florida. Many of these dogfighting rings across state boundaries. It's why the federal government, the United States Department of Justice, federal law enforcement agencies also work with county sheriffs in Georgia and other key law enforcement actors to stop these terrible crimes. This is a felony under state law. It's a felony under federal law, and our society should not tolerate this behavior.
Your organization says that you see dogfighting and cockfighting being rampant. What is your organization trying to do about it?
Well, we are working on strengthening the laws, and there is an anti-cockfighting law or bill that's being considered in Atlanta right now to make cockfighting an explicit crime. It's really only covered under the general anti-cruelty statute now, so that is very important legislation. We're hoping that's going to move and get to the governor and be signed. We've got a federal bill called the Fight Act to upgrade enforcement capacity for the United States to crack down on these dogfighting and cockfighting rings. That is also crucial legislation. So we've got Georgia legislation, we've got congressional legislation, but then we have a rewards program. We give $2,500 to individuals who provide tips to us or law enforcement to, you know, smoke out these dogfighting and cockfighting rings. And if people are arrested, we pay out that reward. We need citizens to be our eyes and ears, and we want to reward people who are taking their citizenship responsibilities seriously. And I guess broadly, you know, we just want to create a culture where this activity is not tolerated. Staged fights between animals, this, you know, should have ended in the days of the Romans. We shouldn't have this in the 21st century.
Wayne Pacelli, he's with the Animal Wellness Action. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for covering the issue.
Yeah, man. All I can do is give the news, man. 14 brothers, you know, jammed up in the same old stuff we always talking about, you know. Some brothers go on the stand, some brothers ain't. You know, it ain't my thing. It ain't my thing to take sides. You know, the same way that brother say be fair and unbiased when he told me to talk about JD and Fletcher, which I'm gonna do some more over in a few seconds. Be fair and unbiased. I gotta be fair and unbiased with news. Let me break this down to some of my younger brothers or some of my older brothers who may not kind of be all the way on the bright side all the time. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask y'all one question. You know, maybe this can help you sum up some of this stuff for you. Let me ask you one question. Do you think if I get up here, talk about these old stories, talk about this dog fighting stuff, you know what I'm saying, and get up here and act like I'm on the side of a dog fighter, do you know where that puts me at? You know, that means I'm advertising. That means I'm not trying to tell you no better. and basically shit, you know, puts me in the wrong. I gotta stay fair and unbiased when it comes to this news. You know, no matter how I feel about the situation, you know, when it comes to the news, I gotta give it to you just out there. You know, it may be, you know, I may feel like the brother's been wrong about a certain situation. Brothers getting railroaded about a certain situation. But I can't voice my opinion about certain things until I have proof of certain things. You know, up until that point, I got to be on a level playing field. You know, one side can't say I'm taking more for the other side, and the other side can't say I'm taking more for the other side. You know, it just is what it is. And in that, when I'm doing that, I catch hell from the dog brothers. You know, oh man, this and that. Oh, this a police channel, man, this and that, and it's starting to listen, man. Listen here, man. Like I said, it ain't. I can't make everybody understand. One thing I know, everybody don't think the same. Everybody ain't gonna never think the same. You know, everybody, it's just, the Lord just ain't make us that way. You know what I'm saying? But the brothers, you know, it's going down. Like I said, Georgia, Douglasville, Georgia, or something like that. Alabama, Panama City, Florida, Texas, DMV, and to my brothers so they can understand that I'm not talking no trash to these brothers. You know, what I'm telling these brothers, since I actually wasn't talking to these brothers, I was talking to everybody else. But now if we do have any of these brothers that's listening, you know, I will say, you know what I'm saying? It ain't never too late, big dog, to make the right decisions, go a different path when it comes to them dogs. You can still keep your dogs. You know, you just fucked up one time. You know what I'm saying? You can still keep your dogs. You ain't got no lifetime ban or none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, do your little whatever y'all do or whatever. And shit, man, just get your dogs whenever, man. But you just got to do it on a different playing field. You know what I'm saying? On a different playing field. And that's all it is to it. It ain't the game we thought it was back in the days. You know what I'm saying? If my brothers, like I always say, man, if we all think is we could jump out here, jump in the streets and get this money, get this money, get this money, get this money. Everybody seems like they're doing it from the outside looking in. Everybody seems like they're doing it from the outside looking in. But little did they know, 100 people came in last month. 50 of them ain't here no more. Nobody ain't saying nothing about that. You know, if somebody knew that, then it wouldn't be another 100 trying to jump in the game. You know what I'm saying? And if they jump in, they'll jump in with a whole lot more caution, knowing how things are going in this game right here. This ain't the dog game I'm used to back in the days. This a whole other ball game, man. Whole nother ball game. The level of technology, the level of telling, the level of other crimes coming into the simple ass dog game has got ridiculous. You got a simple ass dog game that's too involved with too much stuff that's out of our league, man. You know, that racketeering, that murder, that this and all this other drugs and all, man, that's out of our league when it comes to the dog game. But we involve the dog game with that stuff, and right now it's all tangled into one. You know what I'm saying? A dog, man, is nothing but a good old dog, man, whether he's from New York City, down south, out west, just a good old dog, man, love his dogs, you know, take care of his dogs. No matter, I ain't talking about how he get his bread. Just love his dogs, take care of his dogs. It is what it is. You know, all the other stuff, man, it just don't belong, you know. And I know brothers be tired of hearing it, but every day I go get some more news, you know, it's another reason for me to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Another reason for me to speak on it. And I ain't perfect when it comes to take care of my dogs. Every day my water not clean, but I tries my best to make sure they got clean water every single day. You know what I'm saying? If they don't got clean water, the water that, you know, is still good, clean from yesterday. I make sure I rake up around the dogs. Oh, yeah, I miss times. I might miss a day with it, you know, where I don't get to rake up. You know, but I'll jump on it the next day. I'm not perfect when it comes to the dogs. I never said I was perfect. You know, and I never want to play it like that with anybody else, thinking I'm talking about this dog man or that dog man or this or that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody make mistakes, man. You know what I'm saying? But That ain't what they fucking brothers up out here for, no shit and none of that type of stuff like that. You know, they fucking brothers up for other things. You know what I'm saying? They're not railroading brothers and screwing us up because no dog mess and dog piss and stuff like that. And having a little bit of trash on your dogs or something. They're not screwing brothers up like that. They're screwing them up for other reasons. And it just is what it is, man. But let me jump in on this, talk about this Fletcher and JD stuff real quick and the Little John, Big John stuff, man. Talk about that real quick. Some more, rather. And genetics and which dogs look like which dogs. Because when I look at JD, I can see some of Sammy the Arab Boom in them. I can see some of, like the brother say, some buck stuff in them. Like far as the buck dog, I can see the Damien dog or the Mayday. He red nose, of course, but if he was brown with a black mask, he'd be one of the probably most Mayday looking dogs out right now. In a while, when you get in person, forget a video in person, what I mean. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that Big John stuff, which Fletcher is off, who do he take from myself, just looking at the dogs that I knew, who do I think he took after? Now, this one dog right here that I told y'all I had in the past, this is off the dog that Bo beat, this dog here named Yellow Jack. He was off Johnny One Nut. Now, he don't really look like Fletcher, but he is a buckskin red nose, blonde red nose from back in the days, which Tornado was this color. Yellow John was, about that color, look about like that, different, a little different. A whole bunch of them, man. But Ronda Rousey, which is Fletcher's grandmother, she's that color. Then you got Rattler right there. That's not a real good picture of Rattler. It's not a real good picture of him. I wish we had some more pictures of him. Maybe we'll get some good pictures of him one day. But yeah, man, the buckskin red nose when it comes to that Big John, Little John stuff. I think that come from the Burn side. This is my opinion now, no facts. This is my opinion. I think, and just looking at pedigrees and looking at the old school dogs, I think that come from the Yellow John, Chavis Yellow John, that is. The Yellow John and the Burn stuff. That's why I think it come from, that pop back up in the Big John as he started doing the inbreeding and stuff. And they start doing a lot of inbreeding with the Little John and Big John stuff. Because, Mr. Burns, some of that Big John, some of that one of them walk females bred to some of that Burn, one of them Burns dogs. I think it was Stumpy or one of them. And so that, I think that's where that stuff right there coming from. And I see brothers asking about the Jocko, what traits from Jocko do they dogs possess or so, or do they like the most? I seen somebody ask on Facebook, and I'm curious. I didn't even look at the answers to that, but I'm curious what a lot of my younger brothers, I'm gonna say younger, between 40 and under, got to say about that particular question. What traits of the Jocko that you like the best? Since we so Red Boy Jocko crazy, we know the Red Boy, what they do, but what traits the Jocko threw down that you like? Now I know what traits that Big John stuff and Little John stuff captured down from that Chavis, that Mayfield stuff, and that Jocko dog, them rear end dogs. From what I hear, Jocko was a rear end assassin. So them traits, trickle down. Then you got, like I said, Rattler, my opinion. Some brothers talk trash about Rattler. Never seen Rattler before besides this picture that I'm showing y'all brothers right now on the screen. But they got so much to say about Rattler. I will say, I can vouch for me myself. I can vouch for Rattler. I ain't about to get up here and talk about him on certain levels. All I'm gonna say is he's a good dog. Certain things that can't be, don't need to be said. When I say it like that, everybody ain't dog men. Rattler was a good dog. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a vouch for him. Brothers who got offspring off of them, they seem to be pretty good dogs. Even though I talk trash about Aubrey all the time, he may talk trash about me. He had, when I talk trash about the dead-eye dog, them dogs was throwing pretty good dogs. The dogs just throw good dogs, man, consistently, year after year. Some brothers, especially my old school brothers, you might think I'm capping or I'm saying, that Big John stuff ain't consistently throwing dogs like that. But that's only because you maybe only bought 1, 2, or 3 dogs. You know what I'm saying? When I might have 3 dogs, went through them 3, and then went and got me a ace. And it just everybody different, man. Everybody different. But I was wondering, man, what when it comes to the traits, he like I said, he a 45 pounder. I think he may be a little tad bit smaller than Rattler. To me, he got less mouth than Rattler. When I say mouth, I mean length in his muzzle. That's what I mean by mouth, length in his muzzle. To me, he don't got the muzzle that Hacksaw had. Hacksaw had more muzzle than Fletcher got. Fletcher, a little mate brother, Yellow John that I had, that I was showing on the videos. Excuse me. He had a longer muzzle than what Fletcher got. He's actually a bigger dog than what Fletcher is. Fletcher, 45-pound dog. Yellow John right now should be in his 50s, in his 50s. And he got, like I said, he got a longer snout. Mellow Yellow snout is a little skinnier than Fletcher's, but her head isn't big as Fletcher's head. But Mellow Yellow works harder than Fletcher. Fletcher don't have half the drive that Mellow Yellow has when it comes to working. I'm talking about a flirt pole. Now, don't get me wrong. Something I noticed over the past 5 months. Over the past 5 months, something I noticed with Fletcher. He been kind of flipping out a little bit more when it comes to flirt poling. Because when I first started flirt poling, like say last summer when I was flirt poling him, right? Mellow Yellow was burning him. Mellow Yellow out there 100 miles per hour. Fletcher, like he kind of iffy with it. He want to see what it is and jump at it, kind of hop, do that deer hop type shit at it, But now, when I put him out there with it, he really going at it. I'm gonna get some video with him as soon as I get a lot of this stuff going on around my way situated, man. Like I said, I'm just really, all I'm trying to do right now, man, is keep my head on the algorithm, keep my brothers out there that's tuned in with me, some good dog stuff going. I'm glad everybody that rocked with me with the story earlier. Like I said, I'm gonna have the part 2 dropping for you next month. For the brothers that didn't get a chance to listen to it, or sisters that didn't get a chance to listen to it, y'all go back and check it out. The Top Dog Part 1, it'll be Top Dog Part 2 coming out in March. I'll probably drop it at the beginning of March. Not March the 1st, but that'll be next week. Probably sometime in the week after next, about 2 weeks, I'll drop it out. We're gonna try to keep that thing going, man. Try to do something different. Like I say, man, at least and salute to my brother Brick Soldier Kennel, man. Salute to all my brothers out there. Brick Soldier Kennel, salute to my brother game, fictional, autobiographies, whatever they write, man. Salute to all my brothers out there. That's gonna bring some new flavor to this game. When I say game, I'm talking about the YouTube game 2024 and beyond, man. When it comes to them stories, them books, or whatever. And I ain't talking about pit bull stuff. I'm talking about a whole nother genre. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all them brothers, you know what I'm saying? And salute to any brother and sister that want to be motivated to write something, man, but you just can't start. The hardest part of writing a book is that first sentence, that first paragraph. I promise you, man. I promise you. Whatever you do, I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't never the type of person to go out there and tell you to do no drugs and nothing like that. Listen, man. Whatever you do to get comfortable, do that. If you drink, get you a bottle. If you snort, get you a line. If you smoke, get you some cigarettes, or whatever you get. Get whatever it takes to make you comfortable, and just get that pen or get in that computer and just start writing. Nobody shit is perfect. Nobody got okay, my book out. Boom. I got a book, but my book ain't the law to say, oh, this is how your book got to be written. It's nobody's book is the thing of how your book got to be written. That's the point. Only thing, it got to be punctuated right. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that got to be written right. The way you format it got to be straight. But actually, far as like what the story about, man, listen, man, use your creativity to lay it down, man. Any brothers, since I had so many family members, on both sides of the family, they say they started a book, got maybe 3 or 4 sentences in it, and they ain't jump back into it, man. Listen, man, once you get them characters developed, it's on, son. You're going to develop characters all along throughout your book. All along, you're going to develop more characters. It depends on how your book based. You might have them characters at the beginning. It just depends, man. But big salute. I ain't want to get too deep into that right now. Big salute out to all the brothers that's trying to do something when it comes to some literature or any type of thing like that, whether it's magazine making, ebooks, because we're in the more modern day time right now, man. Any type of media type of stuff like that when it comes to putting content together, man. Salute to all my brothers out there when it comes to doing it. Let me check the chat out real quick, man, because I ain't been down in the chat in a few seconds. See you down in the chat rocking with the baby. Big Vernon Stark, what's going on with you, my brother? What's going on with you, my brother? Let's see who. Uncle Willie, Flip Wilson. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. 708. What's going on, big dog? Yes, sir, man. Chainsaw P. I see you, big homie. Let me see what I say. Bo Bro or Bob Bro. One or the other. Bob Bro or Bo Bro. Salute to you, homie. Live life real. What's going on with you? I see you out there, big dog. Just talking about these Mayfield dogs, man. And there's a lot of brothers that got Mayfield dogs. I just always like to point out the stuff in the line that we got. The Mayfield stuff coming from the Argo, as well as the Jocko, not just coming from Yellow, but coming from Jocko, bred back to other Red Boy dogs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made Little John so great about Little John compared to Big John, because Little John had that side in him with all that Jocko stuff. Jocko, triple out Jocko, Jocko 3, and this and these dogs. All these dogs were inbred Jocko dogs, Red Boy Jocko dogs with no yellow in them, period. And then comes Big John, who's a direct son off of Yellow. So that's why I always say that it's a 50-50 cross, Red Boy Jocko, but at the same time, it's almost like you got more Jocko or more Mayfield stuff in it. More Mayfield in that line of Red Boy Jocko than your average line of Red Boy Jocko. Even the Barracuda stuff, which got a lot of yellow stuff in it. We don't get it from the yellow. We get it from outside of the yellow. But yeah, man. I do want to say, that Compton, that brother that was killed in Compton by the dogs out there in Compton. Every single article that's coming up, they saying that them dogs pit bulls. Not one article. I look across the whole Google, man. Every single article say pit bull mauls Compton man mauled by his own pit bulls. Not one single article said they a pressure canal or a band dog or a bully or none of that type of stuff. It's just all a propaganda, and it's ways to ostracize the breed, man. Just put the breed on the bad with the public. And at the end of the day, all it's gonna result to is a total ban. Maybe not today, maybe not 10 years, but it's gonna be to the point where a brother gonna be like, man, I don't even want to own one of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's too much trouble owning one of them dogs. Too much trouble behind it. Shit. Yes, sir, man. And the whole time, every article I read, pit bulls mauled, pit bulls did this, pit bulls did that on this particular article from the Compton brother. And not one of them dogs that I seen was an American pit bull terrier at all. at all. Now, I will say, because I want to jump back on that 14 man. I ain't want to jump back off that 14 arrests. I ain't want to focus on the brothers, because like I say, this has nothing to do with the brothers. This is the news, and I'm giving it to you how it happened. To my brothers who get away from these shows, we learn from watching the news, okay? My brothers who think you gone because you got away, this show you right now, 2 years later, them brothers will bring them things to your door. You know what I'm saying? When they find out you was there. So best not even be there. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be somewhere, be to a confirmation show where you got brothers out there having fun, selling stuff, like I say, and enjoying them dogs. Everybody got cameras at a confirmation show, man. Pull out your camera. Everybody out there like got 2 phones like Kevin Gates say, man. Everybody out there with cameras, man. Hey, these boys got them cameras at them dog show, them other kind of dog shows where they ain't supposed to have them cameras at it too. They pulling out them same camera phones and doing the same thing, videotaping the shows and all kind of stuff. Dropping their phones, different places. Had some brothers that dropped their phones over here years ago. Dropped their phones. This is during the smartphone era though. Drop their phones on a dirt road somewhere. Police just pull over, pick their phone up just to help somebody get their phone back. Or do what anybody would do when they see a phone on the side of the road. Stop and pick it up. Open the phone up. Just so happened one lock. Oh, by golly. We got a whole bunch of dog fighting going on. Hey, come on, brother. They gave them some kind of excuse about their phones. And I think they started showing up to the houses and all kind of stuff. And told some of them to come on down there and pick up something. They had some kind of gifts for them. Told them to come down there and pick them up. And when they come out there, boop, cuff them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it just is what it is, man. And then brothers will be like, oh, I got my phone, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen to it. But you never know what happened to your phone. Anything can happen. Somebody can steal your phone, man, out your car. Now he done stole your phone and everything that you got in your phone that you was, keeping on the safe for somebody else. Got everybody's shit out here in the public now. You know what I'm saying? So it's best not even do it. Best to not even do it. And an answer to help end that answer to my brother Lee Pierce to ask me earlier about J.D. Hogg and Fletcher. 2 different ways, my brother. And like we always used to say back in the days, they on the same team, my brother. They on the same team. We ain't competing against each other. We ain't gonna compete against each other. We taking each other. We taking them, competing as a team against them other folk. You know what I'm saying? Against the other folk. Whatever JD can't get, Fletcher come through and get. Whatever Fletcher can't get, John Henry come through and get. Whatever John Henry can't get, Chainsaw come through and get. Whatever Chainsaw can't get, Noah come through and get. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. We got dogs. Hey, we got dogs for the competitions. It just is what it is, man. I told my brother Gas to go, boy. We coming for Demon Dog. You know what I'm saying? It's good when brothers put a standard out there for these dogs, man. When brothers set a standard, you already know no matter if you win this digital dog show or not, Demon out there lurking and waiting. You already know to beat them dogs like that, you got to have your dog right, boy. Your dog got to be right. You know what I'm saying? He got to be right. When the boys start talking about champions competing against champions and stuff like that, that's a whole different level, boy. Everybody you compete against gonna look ripped. Everybody you compete against gonna have lines down the side of their dog. Everybody gonna be ripped up. You know what I'm saying? It might boil down to who get the best damn pictures, the best angles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when we talking about a digital dog show, hey, brothers better practice on more than just the dog. They better work on their camera damn skills. Shit. Sit there bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if everybody dog looking ripped up, and you ain't gonna give that man no choice but to start going with who got the best poses, who got the best shots. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. We talking about digitally, videos and pictures, But hey, man, like I say, man, salute everybody that's gonna be participating in them shows, man. Them joints, it's a lot of fun competing in any type of event. That's what I like about pit bulls. And that's what I used to like about pit bulls back in the days. Now I like about working dogs in general is the competitive edge that we could compete, no matter if it's Molly Wild, German Shepherd, or whatever. You can compete with them dogs if you want to compete. You know what I'm saying? I'm about competing against somebody. You know what I'm saying? Competing. That's what I'm about, man. And shit. That's one reason I can have just a little mixed dog, like a mutt dog, and no other dog at all, just my little mixed breed mutt friend. That's when I'm retired out and just chilling, fishing, and just hanging out, acting old every day, and just, the dog, that's my friend. But for the most part, even then, it's going to be a mixed breed, old mud-ass working dog. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a working dog, man. Got to have a working dog. It's just something about them, man. Something about them. Their level of intelligence, man, just exceeds all these other certain dogs, And when we say working, you got to look past just the pits, the Rottweilers. You got to go to all the herding dogs, all the shepherds, all the pitchers, all the bull breed dogs. The working, only thing we can't consider working is the pocket pits, all them smaller bully breed dogs. If you can't run, you can't. Like I seen brothers doing the French bulldogs with bite work. A French bulldog is not a working dog. A French bulldog cannot work, but you can make a French bulldog work. You can make a French bulldog do anything. But a French bulldog is not a working dog. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's not. Maybe another brother, get up there and argue about it. But a French bulldog cannot perform not one bit of work. No dog smaller than a standard French bulldog. Standard French bulldog is bigger than the little small ones they create now. Anything smaller than that is not going to be considered a working dog. Because I mean, at the end of the day, be real. If a threat comes, anything smaller than a French bulldog is going to get kicked out that fucking way. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You got to be real. If I'm getting mad, and I'm not just like, oh, yeah, the French bulldog trying to bite me and I'm out here chilling with my home. Oh, man, get a dog. Oh, yeah. Okay, boom. But if I'm mad, man, that French bulldog, I'm going to break that motherfucking jaw. You know what I'm saying? So I don't consider them working dogs. Working dogs, you can't do like that. Working dogs going to put you on the run. No matter what kind it is. You know what I'm saying? Go put you on the run. And salute to all the brothers with them. Like I said, man, I want to get brothers up here to talk about some of these other lines of dogs that even if you don't get up here but 5 minutes or 10 minutes to tell us where I said something wrong about a line or a particular breed of dog that you want to correct or something. You know what I'm saying? I like to say my opinion a lot because a lot of stuff I say about certain lines is not factual. It's only my opinion on what the same way a lot of brothers look from the outside looking in. It's just my opinion. So, it's all brothers and sisters. Anybody welcome, man, to come up here and talk about their dogs. If you don't want to come up here tonight, just hit me up on the inbox or whatever, and it could be any breed, man, from pockets. We might not understand the pocket pits. I might, the same way I just said about the French bulldogs, a brother might can get up and explain to me on a whole nother level to make me think on a whole nother level when it comes to that breed of dog. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And that's what my channel open for, to take on all type of brothers and sisters who got different opinions, who got different breeds of dogs, different lines of dogs, to show you, yeah, we talk our pit bull talk and all that and all. If y'all not going to come up, we just going to keep talking about these pedigrees and we will keep talking about these bloodlines and all that type of stuff. But, y'all all welcome to come in and talk about y'all dogs. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. There's a lot of mystery out there when it comes to different lines of dogs. A lot of brothers, we make assumptions when it comes to a whole lot of stuff, and I wish we could get a lot of different lines of dogs. What I wish what brothers would do, I wish our brothers in the pit bull community that support all our dog channels, and we be talking about something, man, it'd be tons of people on the chats, tons of people on the lives, right? But then when we get up here talking about the cane corso, or when we're talking about the micro bully or something like that, then we got a certain amount of people. Bring that same energy with all these brothers who come up here want to give their story, man, because they in these same chats. All these brothers in these chats, not pit bull people. Some of these brothers in these chats that's down there right now is straight French bulldog brothers, straight Rottweiler brothers, straight Doberman and Shepherd brothers. Don't fuck with pit bulls, but they rock with us every week, day after day, weekend after weekend. Story for story, bloodline for bloodline. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do the same thing to them. When they get up here and start talking about their dogs, we can't make them feel like, oh, their dog's not important. We don't come up here. We only have a little bit of people in the chat then. A little bit of people come up here and watch because we ain't talking about, everybody don't want to hear nothing about that line. Nah, man, we got to support everybody, man. Because everybody, believe me, half them brothers in these chats, everybody ain't pit bull men. You know what I'm saying? And the same way they support us, we got to support them. You know, when brothers start doing interviews with these brothers, you know, I hate to see a brother do an interview with so-and-so with the masters or so-and-so with the Tibetan this and the Japanese this or that and this. And then the brothers, you don't see the views on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't talking about some crazy shit. You know, it really got to that point. You know, we although we talk trash on these dog channels all the time, we can't let these dog channels get to YouTube point. What I mean by that, some point, man, we're going to have to say, yo, are we going to talk about dogs or we going to do it this way? You know what I'm saying? Because when you do it that way, man, it's just a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep some type of structure to this dog talk. You got to keep some type of legitimacy to this dog stuff, man. No matter if we don't disagree with each other or whatever, however, you got to keep some type of format, no type of organization, because none of us organize with nothing. We all got to remember that. No matter how close of friends we think we is, at the end of the day, for your own protection, my own protection, his own protection, her own protection, none of us know what the hell we gonna do next. You know what I'm saying? And that's just all it is to it. You know, that's just all it is to it, man. But at the same time, you gotta look out for brothers, look out for sisters, you know, with these other breeds, what I'm saying, particularly, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of brothers out there that's supporting us pit bull people, and we ain't showing that support back. You know, I can go do a show for brother right now, and I guarantee the same thing I'm telling you, you will see it. You know what I'm saying? I have so many hundreds and how many thousands of views in a matter of hours. If I'm talking about, man, let me be bashing somebody, boy, it's going to ring up. But if I'm talking to a brother over here with Rottweilers telling me something about training, it's going to, man, you're going to be astonished how low the views going to be, man. And that's just crazy how brothers rather take in negativity than take in something positive that can help you build bread, that can help you any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't help you, it ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna do you no worse than what the other shit you over there gassed up off of. You know, that's all I ask on that, man. Support other brothers with other breeds. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, brothers support you. You know, at the same time, man. Brothers support you. Now, let me get down on my chat, man. Send my salute outs, man. Send all my shout outs. Like I said, man. Henry, what's going on with you? Is the pocket pit, Henry says the pocket pit ADBA. I'm going to tell you like this here, Henry, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the pocket pit ADBA, because ADBA kind of showing me that they trying to get in with the money a little bit. Because if they weren't trying to get in with the money, they would have never started registering XL pits and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It would have been just one line of pit registered with ADBA. That one had always been. Being that they taking in other dogs, I think it'd be a matter of time. If it's not yet, it'd be a matter of time before they do the pocket pit. You know, and I mean, you can't really knock them because pocket pits are part of society in today's time. 20, 30 years ago, it was only the American Pit Bull Terrier. You know, and they had blue dogs and all that, but they were still Pit Bull Terriers, you know. But now you got a whole different ball game. So, you know, I would expect in the next so many years that the pocket pits be ADBA registered. You know, they say 4 generations, you can get your dog registered up for some kind of shit. I don't know. The boys got all kind of rules when it comes to creating your lines up and all kind of stuff. Create your not line, but your designer breed dog. Your designer breed. That dang old cockapoodle. Man, I tell you what, back in my days, that was a damn $15 dog. Man, that's $15,000, $1,500 easy. You know what I'm saying? Cock-a-poodle, that was the type of dog that people just end up somehow or another, them dogs just end up breeding, mixed breeding, and hell, you got that dog about $50, $35, $40, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe $100 if it looked like a Cocker Spaniel or something. But shit, man. Boy, that ain't no joke now, boy. That's top of Labradoodle. Shit, boy. Listen here. Labra Pit. They ain't got no Labra Pit. No Labra Pit crossbreed or that like that. But we all know, boy, Labra Pit, that was the #1 breed, mixed breed pit it was back in the days. Labra Pit, boy, Labra screw your pit. Have you messed up around there, boy. Especially if you got a black pit. Boy, they look like a lamb. Man, is that a pit or a lamb? I don't know. But right about now, that's about a pit bull. See, that's another thing, brothers. How y'all letting brothers with other breeds, brother take the Labrador, mix them with the poodle. They make designer dogs. We got the pit bull. We acting like bitches. We don't want nobody to breed with our shit. And everybody to steal it, and they go ahead and create their own breed. We don't want nobody to breed with it, and we ain't made not one designer dog yet with American Pit Bull Terriers. I seen one brother up there had a furry pit bull, some kind of shit they had up there like a prototype picture or something, because ain't nobody was walking around with it, you know what I'm saying, because it would have been top dollar dogs. Nobody created the designer pit bulls yet to the point where they looking real good. Because we always want to claim some shit. Oh, they ain't a pit bull. They ain't a pit bull. While we doing that, the boys take a little bit of our sauce, go create their own line. Take a little bit of our sauce, go create their own breed. Make $1 million. Go take a little bit of our sauce, go create their own stuff. Make millions and millions of dollars. While we over here arguing about Red Boy Jeep, Eli, Bolio, and all that. Everybody coming and get a little bit of that pit to make their own breed of dog. Leave our fighting ass over here in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Leave us over there in the corner arguing and swinging and all that other shit. And they over there making that money, making that bread. You know, getting that big buck, getting them big bucks. You know what I'm saying? And only thing they got to worry about us with doing is hating on the dogs. Oh, man, they ain't pit bulls. They ain't got no necks. They ain't got no shoulders. They can't work. They can't run. Hell, them boys deal with that little bit of shit we talk, and they pockets fat. They don't even worry about none of the other shit that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we really see. Them dogs ugly as hell. They can't exercise or this or that. Man, them boys, they listen to that shit and keep it stepping. You know what I'm saying? Keep it stepping. Yes, sir, man. Salute out to all my dog lovers from one side of the world to the other side. Because we be having people all the way to the UK to be watching us in the morning time. People in this side of the world be watching us in the evening. It just depends on what time I come on. So salute everybody, man, all the dog lovers. You know, all the folk out there from one side to the other. The ladies and the gents. Maybe one of these days, my brother, we start getting some lady dog people. I guess we got to start acting right. We got to start acting right, and these ladies start getting up here and wanting to, you know, talk about their animals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We're a little too violent for these ladies right now. They ain't want to jump up there and brothers swinging baseball bats and machete knives and all kind of shit. We can't expect the ladies to come up here, you know. But, hey, we going to smooth it out for y'all, you know. Sit back. But when we smooth it out, y'all better bring y'all ass up here and tell us something about them dogs, because we know some of y'all ladies had them pit bulls out there, and we want to know some pit bull stories, old school stories. Like I said before, we don't care nothing about that new school stuff. If it ain't talking about medicine and exercise and feed and taking care of them puppies and stuff like that. Old school stories. In order to be a lady to give us some old school pit bull stories, you know, you got to be at least 40-some years old and better. No, being that your lady, I don't want to know your age. You know what I'm saying? It's ungentlemanlike to ask a woman her age. So, you know, I'm just going to tell anybody that I don't know her age. Shit, I can't ask her age. Shit. Talking about them kind of dogs. It's 90. We talking about 90s, 70s, 60s, 50s, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother Eli Monster say, just the pretty ladies, not the ladies with the flat tops. No, man, we can't do that, man. Because one thing about it, they probably say the same thing about us. Half of us think we something, man, shit. Them ladies probably say. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, because, hey, I'm telling you right now, Eli, Boy, some rough looking ladies now. That was some bulldoggers. I'm talking about, boy, look here. You trust your last dollar in it with them back in the days with, when it come to bet. But they had no BBLs and none of that type of stuff. Back of spitting, we talking back of spitting, slap the shit out your ass, ladies, know what I'm saying? Hey, but they know how to handle them dogs. Know how to play with them dang on dogs, though. Yes, sir, man. Yeah. Hey, I think, like brother Eric Watson said, they had to be rough, you know what I'm saying, in order to really, most of the ladies you see with them dogs back then, they was rough ladies. You know what I'm saying? Them dogs, they wouldn't let them ladies be girly, too girly with them. They had to get down with them. You know what I'm saying? Had to get down with them. Yep, like Eric Watson say, the world ain't rough enough no more. Them girls back there rough enough to handle them dogs. Shit. Yes, sir. We'll get some ladies up here though sooner or later, man. When we iron everything out. You know what I'm saying? And before I get up out here, I definitely got to send a salute out to all my brothers in them dog channels, like I always say. Dog Man TV, J-Bo. What's going on with your families over there? Salute to y'all brothers, man. Like I always say, Fat Bill, Samurai Kennel, damn, I've been looking at this shit all week. Pride of the South, man. Pride of the South. Salute to the brothers, man. Salute to my brother Track Life. Be dropping the videos on the Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I be checking you out, big homie. Salute all of the brothers, man. Going hard. Salute y'all brothers. I'm gonna catch up with you. I'm gonna catch up with you on that COD in a minute, man. I'm gonna catch up with you on that COD. I've been on that damn 2K24. So I'll catch up with y'all boys in a minute. My gun game done got a little off track. I gotta get my gun game back up to par, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get my gun game back up to par when it come to that COD. But yeah, man, big salute out to all the brothers, man. Big salute out to everybody. Shit. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Y'all stay legal out there. Y'all stay legit out there. Keep doing the right things with these dogs, man. Keep doing the right things with these dogs. Salute out to my brothers in the chat. If I didn't shoot you out, man, no harm intended. Big salute out to y'all. Everybody have a great night from one side of the world to the other side of the world. PB Canines, and I'm out.